Lewis Hamilton is very nearly into the wall.
Just like front wing of this at the wall. Okay, copy, will do.
What was that?
Let's go on board with Joe Guan Yu in the Alfa Romeo. And are we arguing over track position? Whoa, nearly in the wall!
Man, the flower just squeezed me to the wall, man. Guys, what the is he doing? Stay calm, John.
On board with Hulkenberg, getting a face full of AlphaTauri.
Whoa, that was unsafe release.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Almost got taken out by an Alpha though.
It's pretty calm considering he's just had a heart and mouth moment.
Yeah. The McLaren driver going past the huge grandstands. On his right-hand side, his lap is basically complete because he's flat to the floor through here, and he's going to go just over the line before the checkered flag and improve up to 11th, but he's between the AlphaTauris and he's behind Nick de Vries. So Lando Norris will be nervously awaiting what is happening there. Joe and Sainz has been noted for impeding. That's the incident that we saw. Joe has gone ahead of Alex Albon. The driver at risk is Logan Sargent, but unbelievably, the Mercedes are 18th and 19th right now.
And you see Stroll now at risk. Was not expecting an Aston Martin to maybe be not getting out of Q1, but if either of these Mercedes get a lap done, never mind Gasly in the Alpine, that's all over for Stroll. Something's gone very wrong. Piastri's not quite going to get it done in P16 right now.
So Piastri is out, but Stroll is at huge risk. Stroll has gone. Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin goes. Russell moves up to 10th position. It's Tsunoda, Stroll and Piastri who are going in this first part of qualifying. Hamilton's late lap puts him up to 6th position. But look, Lando Norris is just over a second behind, and the difference between making it through and going out in the first part of qualifying, absolutely extraordinary stuff. And this is Fernando Alonso heading out onto the circuit, and another borderline release.
That was a dangerous release by the Haas.
It was. Yeah.
Quickest first sector for Max Verstappen, personal best in the middle sector. He's only got a couple corners left here. See if he can get back on top ahead of Leclerc as we see Magnussen cross the line.
That's a lap that gives him a chance. The pit lane incident involving Hulkenberg has been noted by race control for an unsafe release. Max Verstappen returns to the top of the times to 1:26.8 for him. This is so much faster this year than we saw last year in the first running of the Miami Grand Prix. Alonso's the first car to take the flag. It's Alonso, then Sainz, but who is going through into the final shootout, the top 10? Ocon's going to give himself a chance with that lap to put himself in 6th place. The driver at risk is his teammate, Hulkenberg, looking for an improvement. De Vries got himself through into Q2, but he's only 15th. George Russell puts Gasly in the drop zone along with Hulkenberg. Hamilton is out. Lewis Hamilton is out in the second part of qualifying. His effort only leaves him 13th, and Mercedes struggles around the Miami circuit continue. Gasly moves himself up to 8th position, and Gasly gets himself through, but the massive shock. Last year, it was the Mercedes of Russell. This year, it's the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton out in the second part of qualifying.
You know, he's so confident in the package that he has and the ability he has to deliver with it that, as we say that.
Step back in the combox.
Oh, another one.
He's very nearly dropping it at multiple parts of the racetrack. He had the confidence to go first, but he did not have the ability to keep it pointing in the right direction. Lap abandoned for Max Verstappen.
Coming wide.
So that may just take a little bit of pressure off Checo to just, be silky smooth with these inputs on the steering.
So all he's got to do now is go up through the gears with the foot pinned flat to the floor. The man who said he needed to take a step forward with his driving from yesterday to today puts a 1:26.8 on the board. How does everyone respond out there? Ocon into second position. And a flurry of laps now. As you would expect, Alonso has gone over the line. Alonso is 0.3 of a second away from Perez's benchmark. Third place for George Russell, the sole Mercedes in the session. He's 0.9 of a second away from Perez. We await the time from the Ferraris. Gasly to P3. Magnussen has beaten his teammate for the first time in Formula One qualifying this year. Now, Haas's home race. Where can he put them on the grid? That is a mighty lap from Kevin Magnussen, P3. Still a way to go. That's a lock-up for Charles Leclerc. He's fighting it as he applies the throttle as well.
He was so good in that middle sector as well, and he just, I don't doubt that car's tricky, but it does seem to be Charles makes a few more mistakes than Carlos.
The driver in 7th place after the error at turn 17. Maximum attack, trying to find his way to the front row. Wonderful sound as he sweeps through, sparks out the back of the car. Can the monogas driver? Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! He's spun off the road and into the wall goes Charles Leclerc on maximum attack. It was a mistake on the first run. It's into the wall on the second run, and he has gone deep off the road once again at turn number 7. He was chasing the front row. In the end, he's found the wall.
This session, unless they're not going to recover that car, it's red flag.
Red flag with 1 minute and 36 seconds on the clock.
He was looking so good, so committed, and it was looking like it was the basis of a great lap. They got too greedy on that left-hander, cut across the inside of the painted drainage ditch there, and it's just brought the rear round. It's one of those situations, if only it hadn't gone sideways, that could have been a great lap.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry.
Qualifying concluded, and against all expectations of what we've seen earlier in the weekend, it's Perez on pole.
Well done, Checo. That's pole position off that red flag. Well done, mate.
Awesome job, Kev. Awesome job.
Oh, P4,
What a
guys.
weekend.
P4.
P4 is super.
But it's a moment of regret for Charles Leclerc. It's a moment that affects the championship leader, and it's a big opportunity for Perez, Alonso and Sainz.